Alright, welcome to part 9 of the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
That's
wrong game.
I forgot which game this is.
No, this is Pokemon Legends Arceus, obviously.
Oh yeah, couldn't you tell by the open world? No.
Yeah.
Oh man, no. Ew. I don't think Kirby will ever go open world. Because just the gameplay loop that Kirby revolves around just doesn't scream open world, you know? What were you about to say, Cam?
Yeah. Sorry, no, I got a piece of imitation crab stuck in my throat. I was gonna be like, it's Sonic Lost World.
Oh boy, not that game again.
My favorite of all time.
I don't. No. I don't have any incentive to go and play that game ever again.
Does anyone ever?
Except when I do go back and play it again. Oh man.
I will never play this again, except for when I decide to play it again.
Yeah, essentially. That's more or less the reason why I have a lot of games in my library, the ones that I have played at least. I just keep them there for the sake of, I don't know, I guess maintaining a library, I suppose. I don't know. I do know that feeling of after having played a game and said, yep, that was a game, set it on the shelf, and then I most likely will never touch it again.
Yep, that existed.
that existed.
You know, I have said that way too many times about sports games, but I keep going back to them.
See, we all have our own mental problems.
Yep.
Why do we keep going back and playing these bad games? I don't know.
I'm like, this game sucks. The glitches are still there. I'm never playing another one of these again. Buys the next year's game.
Buys the fucking next one. Oh man.
To be fair, I don't pre-order them.
Well,
I'm not stupid enough to pre-order sports video games.
Honestly, I stopped pre-ordering games in general like a long time ago, because I figured out that hey, the stores don't actually run out of the games on the actual day they come out, so I'm not gonna bother pre-ordering. And also, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, the pre-orders usually come with a whole bunch of like plastic or cardboard or paper shit that nobody asked for. And so when you get whatever that like plastic cardboard, where it is, you look at it, say that's neat, and then never touch it again.
Yeah, I hadn't pre-ordered since Modern Warfare 2. Since that came out. But that at least came with some like cool shit.
Like what?
So I got from that. I got well, obviously I got a middle case.
Oh my fucking god! I'm sorry, my skill issue happening on screen right now. Oh my god! Come on!
Just drop.
I'm trying to. Oh no! I'm gonna run out of time.
You know. Oh my god! Can you beat it by the buzzer?
Oh,
you did.
Yeah! Let's go.
The buzzer.
Oh man. Can't believe I managed to do that.
You did it by like you had like a buzzer beater right there.
Yep. Well, anyways, like what kind of like did you get any like cardboard stuff for the pre-order or whatever?
Not really.
Oh, what did you get?
Like I got a metal case, like obviously a metal casing with it.
Oh,
as like a special edition.
Yeah, they call them steel books. Yeah.
Yeah, the steel books, which is honestly the steel book inside and out of it looks really cool as hell. Like, because the inside of it, of where the disc is supposed to be, has the Task Force 141 logo.
Oh, okay.
And it has this cool little like holographic like picture of Ghost on the other side.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So honestly, I was okay with this one.
Look, everybody, it's Rule 34.
Oh boy, everyone's favorite boss in the game.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, knowing how our culture is today, yeah, this is kind of a little bit on the nose, but hey, someone had fun designing this thing in the studio, right? Right?
Probably.
Oh, man. Oh.
I'm sorry, but Rule 34 is an Eldritch abomination.
Yeah. Not even just the site, just the rule itself, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
I'm like, it gets to a point where it's like, not everything needs to be in that department.
See, that's where Rule 34 comes to prove you wrong, you see. And I spelled come the intentional wrong way. Oh, yeah. But whatever. Boss fight's over. But yeah, going back to the pre-order stuff, freaking in my the recent times that I did buy like quote unquote new games, when I pre-ordered the Skyward Sword HD remaster, and I also pre-ordered Triangle Strategy. So with Skyward Sword HD, I got two. I don't even know the freaking measurements on the thing, but I got two posters.
They're measurements.
I got two wall posters, and I tacked them onto my wall now. And so, yeah, that's neat. I guess I wasn't expecting it.
I mean,
at the time, but yeah.
I do, and I think this is just given the fact that I spent years with like a pink walled room. Yeah. When I was living back in Portland. If you I don't know, Ethan, have you ever been to not the house I lived in the last few years of high school, but the one I lived in for years?
Was it that one right by the high school?
It was both were by the high school, but it was the one that was on the opposite end of the park, where the opposite side where Clark lived.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever been to that house?
Yeah, I have.
Well, if y'all remember, for the longest time, my room was fucking pink because it was my sister's room.
Oh.
And my parents forced me to move into it.
That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah. So I think it just came from having a pink room and always wanting posters to cover up the pink. Because, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I've always just appreciated when, like, I get posters for shit. Like, even if it was in a pre-order, I'd still kind of be happy, because at least, okay, it's at least something I can put on my walls. So I have a lot of things on my walls.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I wasn't expecting the thing, because, like, I was just expecting to get my game, and then I got a whole bunch of other shit with it, and I'm like, oh, I didn't ask for this. I didn't know if it was cool, and that's
I didn't ask for this. Yeah, I didn't want this.
I didn't ask for this. Time to go to eBay.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, you know? Like, one of the more infamous pre-order, like, bonuses is the Assassin's Creed 4 mini football.
Yeah. I got one.
You got one?
No, so you reminded me of football, and I remember when I went to GameStop and I got Madden, like, 22.
Yeah.
I remember they said that they had a bunch of, like, extra, like, foam NFL footballs that they sent, that was sent to that GameStop as, like, a pre-order bonus. And they literally, like, we have a bunch of these in the back, do you want one? And I'm like, we're just trying to get rid of them, but I'm like, okay, I guess I'll take one. I still have it here somewhere.
Yeah, no, that, I really do feel bad for any and all GameStop employees that are just stuck with all them pre-order bonuses. I really do. And is it like a full on?
Take some space.
Is it like a full on real size foam football?
It's not like as big as like a normal football, but it's like what you would expect of a foam football. It's really small.
Okay. Well, still applies. Yeah. Nobody really wants the things, and so I've just decided I'm no longer gonna get the pre-order stuff. I'm no longer gonna get pre-order games, just period, because I feel like a part of pre-ordering in general is so that you don't miss out, and so because it's very high and popular, and you might not. There might be all run out on the first day.
Yeah.
That's never usually.
That's the bullshit.
That is not the case. And so, and I've discovered, like, the more recent purchase that I did make that I did not pre-order, but just got it day one with no troubles. And I did in fact look behind the counter. There was a surplus of these products.
So you were sure about it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was sure about that. Well, it's like I didn't even need to look that hard. They just had to. In fact, on RE4 Remake Day, when I asked for that on day one, they didn't have it like in their little shelving units just yet. They had to go in the back to get the box and open it right in front of me. So I was like, oh wow, that is a lot of copies of RE4 Remake. That it surely was going to run out. People who pre-ordered it, you had to spend like $70 for it, and then you got a whole bunch of other shit with it too. Oh man.
Now I've seen some stupid like pre-order bonuses and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I have seen a lot, and I may have gotten a few in my time that I understand weren't exactly great purchases. But if there's one company I will never pre-order bonus anything that they give out for a new game, it will be Bethesda and Fallout.
Oh.
As much as I love Fallout, what they did for 76 will make me never pre-order anything they give out.
Okay, is it because of the general quality of 76, or was there like something fucking stupid with the pre-order specifically?
Both.
Oh.
Both is the thing, my friend here.
Oh, okay.
Not only was the game crap, but the quality of things they gave out. So, really hardcore fans pre-ordered the Power Armor Edition. And it came with I believe it came with like a replica power helmet. Like one you would find on like, someone would make on like Etsy.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah. But at least, well, first of all, at least Etsy actually gives a shit. And they actually make quality products.
I mean, yeah, their whole shtick is like, well, it's not always vintage products, but you know, arts and crafts, that's their thing, you know?
Yeah. And I give credit to Etsy, to people who make stuff on Etsy, because I've seen some that do actually a very good job.
Uh-huh. And
it takes a lot of work on it. But they got that, but one of the main things was that they got a West Tech canvas bag. Now, West Tech is one of the like corporations in the game.
Oh, okay.
And typically, one of the canvas bag is kind of like one of the more liked things of that, because it's kind of like mostly used for like you'd see on like mailmen and stuff, because there are like mailman uniforms in the game.
Okay.
So people thought it would be cool to have like an actual like West Tech canvas bag, because they do sell like backpacks and stuff like that on their website. And people who had pre-ordered this were so excited for this bag. And when the bag gets there, it doesn't look like the picture shows.
Oh.
It wasn't made out of canvas, it was made out of nylon.
Okay.
And the issue is that people were angry that essentially Bethesda gave a really shitty excuse for why they did this.
Uh-huh.
Because their entire excuse was, oh, this was a this was a not like a precursor, but he was like, this was like a beta of what the bag could look like.
Man, that is some bullshit.
After they didn't buy that, because Fallout fans can be stupid, but they're not that stupid. They got even more angry, so they came up with a different excuse, which was the fact that they said they didn't have enough materials to make the bag. Which everybody called them out on their bullshit, because they actually did make the canvas bag, but they gave them out to influencers.
Oh, to influencers. Oh,
you know the types of influencers I'm talking about. The ones that will just sit in front of a camera, kiss their ass, and act like their game is in a heaping pile of mess.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Those kinds of influencers.
Yeah, the influencers that are like, oh my god, I love Sour Patch Kids so much. I just got a whole bag of the orange flavored ones. They're all the same fucking flavor. I have definitely seen those kind of influencers. Okay, so they did a fucking elitist bullshit there.
Not only that, just from the game itself, they're all now at this point Bethesda was already getting sued.
Oh, really?
Because of not just because of the game itself, because the game was such an unplayable state at the time.
They got
that
sued for that?
They were actually getting sued because they felt that it was a broken game that they were patching over time.
Oh my god.
So they were also getting sued for the whole false marketing with the bag thing. But that's not all.
Oh no.
Not only, by the way, with the whole bag, the whole idea for them was that they were like, after facing such criticism for the bag thing, they went to go fix it by actually making the actual bag. And they said that they had a form built online where you could fill out with your name and address and your order details, and they'll have the bag shipped to you. Well, it turns out that website forum was unprotected and open to the public.
Oh no!
So anybody could just go on there, and find full list of details, including credit card numbers and addresses.
Wow.
Names and phone numbers.
Step 1 on how to dox yourself. Pre-order Fallout 76.
Panicking the fact that they did not plan this out, they shut down the entire website and did nothing about it later.
Holy fucking shit.
So, I don't think anybody got their actual bag, aside from the influencers who already had one.
Right, yeah, but holy shit, dude. That is just bad. That is bad.
And in the words of Billy Mays, but wait, there's more.
No, ain't no fucking way.
There is. Now, this was not a part of a pre-order, but this was honestly somewhat similar to the bag situation.
Okay.
So they were creating their own, like... So obviously Fallout drinks are extremely popular in the real world. Like, you know, people wanting these, like, bottles to be, like, real and stuff. Uh-huh. So they thought it'd be cool if they came out with their own version of Nuka-Cola Dark, which is supposed to be an alcoholic rum drink. So they came out with it, and not only, first of all, did it take about 10 months for the entire thing to be delivered, but they were told that the bottle was supposed to be made out of, like, frosted glass. And they get there, like the entire bottle of what you see in the game is what the bottle was supposed to look like.
Uh-huh.
But all they got was a regular standard industry bottle in a plastic shell that was shaped like the Fallout bottle. And people paid $80 for this.
$80? Oh my god.
Not only did it, by the way, first, from what I've heard, the rum tasted like absolute dog shit.
I wouldn't have been surprised if you said they didn't do the rum, they just put natural Coke in there.
Honestly. Not only that, the plastic shell, not only were they scammed to again buy the plastic shell bit, but they made the lip of it so big that the liquor kept dribbling inside the plastic shell. So you couldn't even get it out of the bottle.
Oh, it got in between the things.
Yeah, so they had to open the plastic shell to take the bottle out, and they put like this really cheap paper sticker on it.
Uh-huh.
And like you could get a drop on this thing and it would ruin it.
Oh my god.
And so I think they got sued for that as well.
$80 fucking dollars.
Because people spent $80 and waited 10 months for a fucking rum drink that tasted like crap and the bottle sucked. And then Bethesda again tried to cover it all up by saying this is what it was going to look like, of what it could have looked like.
This is what you fucking asked for.
This is... Well, and then they pulled the dumbest move ever by saying, it actually took us longer to create the plastic one than the glass one. I'm like, then why just not do the fucking glass in the first place? Look, we already know your company is about not fucking wasting your own time and making crappy games now. But you can't do that. But you can't do that already for products. I mean, you got the crappy part, but you wasted more time.
Oh my god, that is just bad.
Oh, it's bad. It's terrible.
That is terrible.
It is terrible.
You know what?
If you want a full situation on it, honestly, Internet Historian is the best person to go for it. To see it, because he explains it so well.
Noted. All right, but yeah, all of that is like so much hype around a terrible game.
Oh yeah, no, the game is the bugs are not as there now because they fixed the game over the years. But personally, the game is still boring as shit to me, honestly, because I can enjoy a Fallout game. But even when I was playing this with Brian, someone I typically always have a good time no matter how boring the game is, neither of us could get through it. We played maybe 20 minutes and both of us were bored as shit.
Yeah, there's too much of that DNA still inside, no matter how much you patch it out.
Which is funny, because when I went online to, like... Obviously, I posted a review of, like, on... Because, honestly, I thought it'd be funny if I just... see the responses I could get if I posted like a review on it on, I don't remember, some fucking like, it was like some fucking like Instagram group or something.
Tumblr. No, I'm kidding.
On how boring the game was. Someone was like, well, you're not playing the game correctly. It's a fucking Fallout game. There's no correct way to play this fucking game.
That's...
You play it how you want to play it.